Hey guys, I'm Greg Builds, and welcome to this Minecraft build tutorial. On this episode, we're going to create an easy to build stone survival house. This stone house is made with diorite and stone blocks, and this house can be constructed rather quickly, and it's a great starting base. And on top of that, it also looks good for a starter house. This build is broken down into 5 easy to follow steps, and without further ado, let's start the build. Also, this house is roughly 11 by 11 blocks wide, and it is 10 blocks tall. Now here's a complete list of the materials you'll need to build this stone house. Also, this entire build project will require 11 block area by 11 block area spacing. And I marked my area out with coarse dirt blocks, and you could do the same. That way we will know how big the layout is before we start the build. In addition, this build rating is rated at a basic level on the Greg Builds building scale. However, I'll be here step by step to help guide you through this easy build. Step 1. First, let's construct the stone columns. We'll need 80 stone blocks. Start by moving over and back a space from the back corner. Then we can make a 4 tall stone column. Then move over 3 spaces. Then make a 4 tall column on the 3rd space over. Then we can move over 2 spaces and make a 4 tall column on the 2nd space over. Then we can move over 3 spaces and make a 4 tall column on the 3rd space over. Then we could double check that there's 2 blocks of spacing on the sides and 1 block of spacing in the center. Then let's create an identical wall on the side. To refresh, move back 3 spaces. Then make a 4 tall column on the 3rd space back. Then let's move back 2 more spaces and make a 4 tall column. Then move back 3 spaces and make a column on the 3rd space. Then we could do the same for the front wall, as well as the remaining side wall, and I'll also put a helpful diagram up on the screen, and this will help with the layout. Then let's add 2 additional columns in front of the center ones. Then we could do the same on the side, adding 1 additional column in front of each center column. Then we could do the same for the back. And then we can repeat for the side as well. Step 2. Next was adding cross beams, as well as the doors and windows. We'll need 40 diorite blocks, 18 glass panes, and 2 oak doors. Let's make a diorite crossbeam that connects all the inner columns, and this will connect all the inner columns of the 3rd block up. Then once this crossbeam is completed, let's make another one, and we can make this one at the 1st block up, and connect all the inner columns around with diorite, just like the top. Next we can add in a door in the front wall, and a door in the back wall as well. Then let's add in glass panes in the remaining openings. Step 3. Next, let's add in the first and second floor. We will need 103 oak slabs and 3 ladders. First, we can replace the grass with oak slabs. Now, in order to place the oak slabs under the doors, you may have to remove the doors, then add in the oak slabs and re-add in the doors. Then once the floor is completed at the first level, we can add in the second floor. And we can add in the second floor at the top half of the diorite block. Then continue this across to the other side. Then we can head back inside to the first floor. Then in the back corner, we can move over to the third oak slab. Then back one more. Then we can add additional slabs until we reach the floor. Then we can add ladders in front. And we can remove a block up here. And this will give us access to the second floor. Step 4. Next up is the roof, the upper railings, and the flag. We will need 56 diorite blocks, 20 oak fence posts, 1 oak door, 24 oak slabs, 3 glass panes, 1 glass block, 3 cobblestone walls, and 6 wool blocks. And these wool blocks could be of any color you prefer. On top of the second floor, move over to the second oak slab, then back an additional 1. Then make a 5 wide row out of diorite. Then make the side a total of 5 blocks wide as well. Then let's add 2 additional blocks on top, so the diorite wall is a total of 3 blocks tall. Then let's add in a ring of diorite that is 1 block inwards, and we will need to add a placeholder block to start the ring. Then in the center we can add a glass block. Then on top of the glass block add 3 cobblestone wall sections. Then we can make a flag, and you can use any color wool you prefer. Next, let's add a door in the front wall. Then we can add a glass window pane in the remaining 3 walls. Then at the bottom half of the third block up, let's add in an oak slab ring, and this will provide extra detail to the building. Then we can add an oak fence post in between the stone columns, and this will be for the railing. Then we can remove the coarse dirt outline, and we can add in grass. Also, I'm going to make a pathway in the front with a shovel. And another option we can do is adding in oak leaves around the base. And on top of that, you can even add in vines. And this will provide extra detail if you prefer. However, I'll leave the landscaping completely up to you. Step 5. Lastly is the interior, and I'll leave this up to you, but I'll do a quick walkthrough of how I did mine. Inside I have a sitting area to the left. Then there's a bed with a couple of chests. Then we have a workstation in the corner. And then we have an additional workstation in this corner as well. Then upstairs we have a lookout tower and a wraparound deck. Thanks for watching guys, and I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If you have any questions about the build or would like to leave some feedback, I'd love to hear it. Also, make sure to subscribe because I create build tutorials just like this one every week. I'll catch you in the next one. Later guys! Want more build tutorials? I have many other playlists that might interest you on my channel. Make sure to check them out.